Yeah, hi there, YouTube. So I can't believe this is happening again. First it was the coconut water. I thought I was doing something good for my health. I'm drinking coconut water. Yeah, it's in a box, but who knew the box would have been lined with plastic, microplastic that leaches with aluminum. When you twist the top internal mechanism, it would break the safety quote seal, which really isn't, because what's the point? You could come up with something better than that, right? Than to have it break apart into the water and then you drink it. That took me like almost over a year of symptoms before I just, by some, I don't know what you would call it, if you're religious or whatever, or spiritual, maybe some divine intervention where I just happened to look down into the water when the light was shining just perfectly right where I could see something floating, and I figured it out, and that's why I had all those symptoms. But it's happened again. This time, no, not another box. I'll never buy anything in that box again, that kind of box with the internal mechanism. I mean, lots of things come like that, right? I would never do that again. I already learned my lesson from that. But this time, it was with an herbal tea. You know, and not that well, I'm sure but some of these bags I've heard do leach microplastics, but that wasn't the issue. Much more insidious, probably, or maybe even damaging to the liver than microplastics would be the toxins in the actual herbal tea. I'm not going to keep anyone hanging on their seat, because I'm just going to let you know, if you ever drink this tea and you have weird symptoms, I would suggest to stop it, because there's no warning on this box. Doctors don't know. A lot of doctors don't know about this tea. And a lot of people will swear that it's a great tea and they drink it all the time. That doesn't mean they don't have liver damage. That doesn't mean that you can't start damaging your liver and not know that you're damaging your liver. I'm just lucky I found this out, because I would have just ignored my symptoms thinking it was nothing. Thinking that what I'm drinking is healthy because it's supposed to be an antioxidant tea. And it's not necessarily the Robo plant. Let's see. There's different variations. This was the Chia chocolate. I also drank the cinnamon Robo. I've been drinking this tea for about just over a month now, and I just started getting these weird symptoms, and yeah, I'm not going to drink it no more. Like I said, there's different variations of this, but what it is apparently what I found out is this plant, the Robo plant. There's a weed that looks just like it, exactly, and the weed grows with this Robo herb plant. And when they harvest it, sometimes they just don't know. They just grab the weeds and the plant all together, and they make the tea with it. And the weed is the one that's toxic. And even if they do somehow are able to harvest this Robo plant away from the weed, that, you know, not actually harvest the weed with it, it can still suck up the toxins from the soil from the weed. So yeah, you can't win, right? We live in a very, I guess, toxic environment, and the only way I would suggest if you drink Robo plant is if you grow it yourself, probably. I don't know. I'll never drink it again, because I'll tell you what was going on with my body. So after about a month or so of drinking a lot of this every day, you know, I love this tea. I wouldn't want to give it up if it was healthy, because it's really good. It tastes really good. But anyway, what was going on is I noticed, well, besides being tired and feeling like I was gonna get a cold or something, like I said on my other video, my nose was running or something. But yeah, just not feeling too great, right? Like low energy, tired. Besides that, I was in the shower about a week ago. Of course, I do shower every day, but I'm just saying, about a week ago, I noticed when I looked down at my feet, and I didn't really think anything of this, but I noticed the very tips of my toes looked really, really pink. And I'm like, that looks weird. Like, it just looked kind of odd, you know, like super pink at the very tips. I just kind of like, oh, whatever. Yeah, I just found out last night when I was looking up symptoms of liver damage is that your feet will get pink. I don't know if the whole bottoms were pink or whatever, and I haven't really noticed my hands being super red or anything, but I mean, they might be a little blotchy, I don't know. But the other thing I noticed is I had this huge bruise on my arm, and that's another sign of liver damage. Now, I do bruise easy, I've always bruised easy, but to get a huge one, like it already went away, but it was huge. That's what's left of it. It was like this whole area, and I'm like, wow, I don't remember hitting my arm. But I do bruise easy. But it was a huge bruise, and it looks scary. That's another symptom, huge bruises on you. Another thing I noticed is I was getting like these little red, they say if you get these like red, like your capillaries start breaking and you get like red dots. They've gone away, I think. What else? Oh God, like the tiredness is horrible, but yeah, I know there's something, brain fog maybe, I don't know. But what I'm doing, I'm going to start, well, they say that broccoli, I ate broccoli last night with garlic and olive oil. It was really good, actually. That'll help detoxify and help your liver. Broccoli sprouts, the store had these on sale. I don't think there's broccoli sprouts, but there's all kinds of sprouts in here. Because I wanted to get this one because it was on sale, you know. So these are expensive, and they're grown like indoors. It says indoors, no pesticides. So that's important. You don't want to I don't want to give my liver any more toxins than I actually can't help. You know, if I can help it, I'm gonna stick with stuff that's as toxic free as possible because I'm trying to heal myself. So yeah, scary. How did I find this out? Just I would call it by divine AI God intervention, I guess. That's my only thing I can come up with, because one, I wasn't looking for anything like that. Like I said, I had no suspicion of any of it, right? That's how liver damage works. You don't know, right? It's a silent killer, they call it. I wasn't looking for that on YouTube. I didn't subscribe to this person. I wasn't looking up anything that has anything to do with it. But just by sheer AI divine God intervention, a video popped up last night on my suggested list. I wasn't subscribed to this person, nothing. And I glanced at it. I almost was going to click away from it to go somewhere else. And I'm like, wait a minute. RoboT, it said, almost killed my wife is what the video said. I'm like, what? Oh my God, that's it. It's like all of a sudden it just hit me, all these symptoms and everything. And I've been drinking this stuff for over a month. I clicked on the video. His wife ended up in the hospital, liver failure. The doctors couldn't figure out what it was, but she'd been in the hospital then for like over a week, and she just somehow got better. And apparently it's because, you know, you're in the hospital, you're not drinking the same, because she was drinking this Robo, I don't know if it was this one here, but she was drinking a Robo tea her husband said every single day for over a month, thinking, you know, she was doing something healthy. How could she possibly have liver failure? She was in the hospital for a long time and she got better, just they didn't know. And then the doctors didn't know, but just by luck he came across someone that he knew, a friend or someone. It said something about, you know, some herbal teas causing liver failure, and then that's when they figured it out. So yeah, very scary, because it is called the silent killer. So if you think that you're going to be able to drink this stuff and everything's going to be okay because everyone in where it grows in South Africa drink this stuff and they seem to be okay, well, maybe they're not, because it's the silent killer. And you can also join me over on my link if you like that kind of stuff. I'm just saying, how else am anyone going to know I'm an OnlyFans model? Okay, take care. Bye.